Hello guys, welcome to Statistics Bio 7. I am Dr. Mohanathanari. The channel fully focused on the biostatistics related the video post on this channel. If you like this channel video, click the subscription button. Let's go to the video section. Now we are the discussion topic ARAM, the AutoRegressive Moving Average. So what is the ARAM? The AutoRegressive Moving Average is a statistical model used for analyzing and forecasting the time series data. It combines the two compounds, the autoregressive AR compound and the moving average AM compound. Autoregressive AR compound, this part of the model expresses the current value of the series as a linear combination of previous value. It assumes that the past value have a different influence on the current value. Moving average AM compound, this part of represent the current value of the series as a functions of past error terms. The example, the difference between the actual and predict value. It assumes that the predictions error from previous time steps affect the current value. The ARAM model is denoted as ARAM PQ, where the P is the order of the autoregressive part, the number of large terms. The Q is the order of the moving average part, the number of past error term. In the applications biological science for ARAM, the ARAM models are highly useful in the biological science for analyzing the time series data, particularly when the data show some from the temporal correlations. Here are some examples of how ARAM model can be applied in the biological science, the population dynamics, environmental monitoring, epidemiology and ecological data. So the example in practice of the ARAM, suppose you are studying the seasonal migration pattern of the bird species. You have monthly count the data the several year. The data show some periodic fluctuations but no observation trend. An ARAM model can be used to the model those fluctuations and predict the future count, helping to the plan conservation's effect or study the factors driving migrations. In the summary of ARAM model provide a powerful tool analyzing time series data in biological science, offering the insight into temporal pattern and enabling more accurate predictions for the research and management. Now the analyst for the ARAM in birds migration data thus used for the past statistical software. So the open the past statistical software. The data already in the enter in the past statistical software works safe. We take the three variables for our data in birds migrations, the year and month and the birds count. The first one for the year, the total we take the 5 years 2018 to 2022, and the month for the January to December every year 2018 to 2022, the collect for the data in birds count for the every year and every month last 5 years. So now analyzed for the ARAM in past statistical software, the only the select for the one variable in the ARAM in past statistical software. So the third one variable for bird counts only the selected. Now analyzed in the ARAM, so go to the time series menu and select for the ARAM. So select the ARAM and analyze the graph for the past statistical software. So now the change to for the first one in the first n to last n 60. So selected for the first one, erase the 1 value to enter the 2 value. So now the ready for the ARAM models in the past statistical software. The first one for the plot, this is for the ARAM plot. So the next one for the residual value and the confidence value and the optimize the value. So this is for the analyzing method in the past statistical software. Now the interpret for the past statistical software. Before for the selected for the plot interventions, the checkbox selected in the graph for the ARAM model. So this is for the green line and the plot interventions. How to write the interpretations in the past statistical software for the ARAM model. Before we are discussing for the data, the magnitude value, standard error value and the delayed value entered in the right side of the our graph. So next one of the residual value for the every the 1 to the 60 for the time varies in the value. So the next one for the confidence value, the AR and AM, and the fourth one for the optimized value for the delayed and the standard error value. So the next go to the interpretation of the AR AM models in the past statistical software. Now we are the discussion for the interpretation in the AR AM model. So the overview of the AR AM model. The graph presents show the output of an AR AM model applied to the time series data, likely representing the seasonal migrations pattern of the bird species. The model attempt to capture the both AutoRegressive AR and moving average AM compound of the time series, with the blue lines representing the observed data and the green line indicating the model prediction trends, and the red lines show the residual or error between the observed data and the model predictions. Observe the data, the blue lines, this is for the blue lines. The blue line, the observed data show a clear seasonal patterns with the predict the peak and the growth. This likely the correspondent to the regular migration cycle of the bird species, with the peaks indicating the period of high activity, the possibly the migrations, and the road indicating the period of the low activity. So the next one for the residual for the red lines. The residual plot indicating the difference between the observed data and the predictions made by the ARAM model. Ideal residual solid appear as a random noise without any apparent structure if the model has adequately captured the underlying the process. In this graph, the residual fluctuate around the zero within the suggest that the model fit the data reasonably well. However, some of the patterns in the residual must indicate that the creating seasonal aspect are irregular. Compound were not fully captured by the ARAM model. So the modern fit for the green line, this is a green line is a modern fit. The green line represent the fitting the value from the ARAM model, showing a smooth trends that the model predictions for the time series data. The model scheme to capture the overall trend in the data but may not fully capture the peak and throughout the amplitude. The hood indicated that will the ARAM model effectively capture the green trends, some high frequency compound or sudden shift in the data are not entirely accounted for. So the next one for the interventions analysis. The right side of the graph mentions an intervention analysis with a magnitude of value 12.46 and a standard error value 42.9 within the delay of value 0.638. The suggest that the model indicated an interventions compound the possibility to accounted for the abdur capture or even during the time series that may have the impacted the bird species migration pattern. The low delayed value indicated the interventions may not have had a significant impact on the overall trend, but the magnitude suggests a migrated affected size. The interpretations of the AR model in the conclusions. The ARA model provides a good fit for the capturing the seasonal migrations pattern of the bird species, which a clear periodic structure evident in the observed data. However, some patterns in the residual suggest that the model may not fully accounted for all variations, particularly those within the highly frequently compound or irregularities. The intervention analysis indicate that there were no significant observed the change affecting the overall trend, but the analyst should still provide insight into the potential event impacting the bird species migrations. And additional detail for the AR model in past statistical software, that details published in our blacker.com, the link mentioned to the description box. And if you want the data source file for this video analyzed the bad migration data, the data are also applied for in our blacker site. Please click to the our blacker link and visit to the blacker and read to the post and support to the blacker page. And if you want the data file for the birds migrations, the link available in the our blacker site. If you any doubt on this video, leave me the comments in the our comment box. Thank you for watching this video.